This is the problem I already explaining. You see this one. First is Unit Trust of India is exempted from tax. Second is dividend from Indian company is also exempted from tax. And 24,000 composite rent on building and machinery is there. In this building and machinery rent, the allowable expenses are two. One is depreciation 3,000, another is 200 rupee insurance. Totally 3,200 you have to deduct. That is 24,000 is the rent collected. Out of this you have to deduct 3,200. If you deduct 3,200, the ultimate answer is, I think, 20,800. You check this. 20,800. Interest on bank deposit is there. This is direct income. You take. There is no adjustment. Director fee. This is also direct. You take. There is no adjustment. Ground rent. Direct answer is there. You take this one. 4,000. Income from undisclosed source. This is direct one. There is no adjustment. Okay. These are the direct incomes. And income from undisclosed source. This is always direct. There is no adjustment. Clear? Then winning from lottery is 35,000. Winning from lottery is there. 35,000. If this is winning, this is gross. But in the bracket, there is a net word. This is said that it is a net one. Then you gross of this one. What is the gross amount of this? 35,000 is the net. Gross is
50,000.
50,000. Okay. Next, royalty received on textbook. Writing a textbook, 15,000 is there. Royalty received on textbook written by him, 15,000. And for this, there is one expense at the end. D, expense incurred for preparation of manuscript. Manuscript of book is 2,000. What is the net income from this source? Royalty received 15,000. 2,000 is allowable expense. Then what is the income? I think it is
Rupees 13,000.
13,000. 13,000 is the income. This is the third one. Then interest on debenture of a company, 10,800. It is net is there. The net amount is given here. Then what is the gross amount?
Rupees 12,000.
Rupees 12,000. 12,000 is the gross amount. Then interest on government security, 4,000. Okay, there is no gross of. Then next is interest on post office saving bank account. Is it taxable or exempt?
Exempt.
Exempt. You leave this one. Then they give the following deductions are claimed by him. Collection charges of dividend, 20 rupee. Is it allowable or not allowed? Collection charge on dividend is there. Is it allowable expense or not? Collection charge is allowable. Collection charge is allowable if there is a taxable income relating to that expense. You see that dividend is exempted from tax. Dividend is already exempted from tax, so it is not allowed. Remember this. If there is a income, then you allow. If there is no income, don't allow. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿನಿ, ಆಯಾ ಹೆಡ್ದಾಗ ಕಳ್ಕೊತ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೈತಿ, ಇದು ಕಳಿಬೇಕು ಕಳಿಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೈತಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ದಾಗ ಕಳ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟ್ ದಾಗ 20 ಕಳ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುಲ್ಲ. ठीक ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇದು ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಐಟಮ್. Then remaining 3 items. What is total 3 items? 2 are related with building and machinery. 1 is related with royalty. What is total allowable expense? Total allowable expense. $3,000 plus 200 plus 2,000. 5,200 is the allowable expense. 5,200 is allowable. First item is not allowed. Okay. And I'll show this problem by taking the deductions at the last. I'll take the deductions at the end. Okay. Computation of income from other source. First is income from units of UTI. This is exempted from tax. The second point is dividend from Indian company. This is also exempted. Okay. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೈತಿ, ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಐತಿ. ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಐತಿ, 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಐತಿ. 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಳ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪು. Third point, rent on building and machinery. I will take this amount directly to the outer column. You may adjust one by one, no problem. Individual adjustment you make, or at the end you make the adjustment. Both are allowable, accepted. Then interest on bank deposit is 4,000. Director fee received is 6,000. Ground rent received is 4,000. Then income from undisclosed source is 9,000. Winning from lottery 35,000 net is there. You gross up this 100 by 70. Amount is 50,000. Next, royalty received on books is 15,000. Interest on debenture is 10,800 into 100 by 90. Gross it is 12,000. Interest on government securities 4,000. Next, interest on post office SB account is exempted from tax. Okay. If you take the total of this, 1,28,000 is the gross income from other source. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಈ ರೀತಿನೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ರ ಕಳ್ಕೋತ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಏನ್ ಕರೀರಿ, ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ವೇ. ನಾ ಅದೇ ಆಯಾ ಐಟಮ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ ದಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್, less deduction under section 57. Deduction under section 57 is 5,200 total. You write the items one by one. First is depreciation 3,000. First item depreciation 3,000. Then insurance on building and machinery 200. Then manuscript charges 2,000. 3 items you write in the inner column and take the total to the outer, 5,200. You deduct 5,200. Ultimate answer is income from other sources 1,22,800. This is this second way of calculating the income from other source. You can deduct the allowable expense in the respective item. You deduct the allowable expense in the respective item. Otherwise, you take the item of incomes, gross amount, and at the end you deduct only once. You deduct all the expense, allowable expense at the end. Any method you follow. You follow the first method, that is deduct the allowable expense in the individual item. Otherwise, you deduct the deductions at the end. Okay. This is problem number 7. Then you see this problem number 8. This is the problem number 8. The investments of Prashant. The investments of Prashant for the year ended 31st March 2020 consisted of the following. First is 25,000, 7% government security. 25,000 is the investment, 7% is the rate of interest. What is the interest?
1,750.
1,750. Then second is 15% municipal. 15,000, 8% municipal bonds. 15,000 is the investment, 8% is the rate of interest. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 15,000, 8%.
1,200.
1,200. The next is 20,000, 9% Madras Port Trust bond.
1,800. 1,800.
1,800. Next, 10,000, 7 years National Savings Certificate, third issue. This is exempted from tax. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೂನು ಐತೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಟೀಟಾ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ ಬರುದಿಲ್ಲ. This is exempted from tax. You remember this 7-year National Savings Certificate, third issue. Third issue is exempted from tax. The next is 15,000 investment, 6% securities of foreign government. What is the interest?
Rupees 900.
It is 900. Okay. Next, 7% government bonds, 18,000.
1,260.
1,260. 260. 1,260. Okay. Next, 7 years National Plan Certificate. 7% National Plan Certificate. This is exempted from tax. Remember this. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ exempted ಯಾವ್ದಾವು ಒಂದು ಯಾವ ನಾನು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿನಿ, ಆ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು exempted ಇದಾವ ನೋಡಿ ಬೈಪಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತೀನಿ ಇವನು ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋರ್. You note down the exempted incomes separately. Then it is easy to ascertain. Okay. This is exempted. Then he paid 60 rupees for collection of taxable interest. And 1,000, he paid 1,200 as interest on bank loan. which was taken for the purpose of Madras Port Trust bond. Okay, it is relating to Madras Port Trust bond. Madras Port Trust bond is income is there or not? There is an income of 1,800. So it is allowable. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಲ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದ್ರ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರಕ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. Then what is the total deduction? 60 rupees collection charge, 1,000 is interest on loan. Total deduction is 1,260. Then you tell me the total of income. What is the total income? Gross. Just I total here.
6,900. 6,910.
6,910. I will check. First is 1,750. Second is 1,200. Plus third is 1,800. Fourth is 900. Then next is 1,260. Okay. Total is 6,910.
Sir.
6,910 is the total. Then deduction is 1,260. If you deduct 1,260, what is the answer?
5,650.
5,650. Clear? 5,650 is there. And I'll solve this problem. I'll send the solution afterwards for this. You solve this, otherwise I'll send the solution afterwards. Any doubt about this? 5,650 is the answer. You see this problem number 9. From the following incomes received, you see the heading itself. Following incomes received is there, not investments. Incomes received is given for the year ending 31st March 2020. Compute income from other source. First point is director fee received. 10,000 is there. This 10,000 is taxable. Director fee received. First point. Second point, bank interest is there. This is also direct income. 3,000. There is no adjustment. Then income from undisclosed source is there. Income from undisclosed source, 12,000 is there. Okay. 12,000 is the income from undisclosed source. You take that. 12,000. Then winning from lottery net is there. 28,000. Winning from lottery net is there. 28,000. What is the gross lottery income?
Rupees 40,000.
Rupees 40,000. Okay. 40,000 is winning from lottery. Then royalty received on books. What is the amount? Royalty received on books is 8,000. You take that 8,000 directly. Okay, 8,000. Then by giving lecture in a function, what is the income? 5,000. 5,000 you take. 5,000 is from lecture. Then interest on loan given to relative. Interest on loan is there. That interest is taken from the relatives. So that is 2000. Interest on loan given to relative is income. Remember this. If loan is taken from relative, that is expense. Then interest on tax-free debenture. Net is there, 10,800. What is income?
Rupees 12,000.
12,000. This is 12,000. 12,000. Okay. Then dividend from cooperative society, 8,000 is taxable. Dividend from cooperative society is there. Indian company is exempted from tax. Then post office SB. Interest on post office SB is exempted. Then interest on central government security taxable 2,200. 2,200. Now you tell me the total. What is total? First is 10,000. Second is 3,000. Third is 12,000. Fourth is 40,000. Fourth is 40,000. Fifth is 8,000. Then 5,000 is next item. Then interest on relative is 2,000. Thereafter debenture interest 12,000. Then dividend from cooperative society 8,000. Then interest on government security 2,200. What is total?
1,02,200.
1,02,200 is the total. Okay. Then what are the allowable expenses given at the last? He paid 20 rupees for collection of dividend. 20 rupees paid for collection of dividend. What is the dividend in this problem? Which dividend is there in the problem? Is there dividend from Indian company?
Dividend from cooperative society.
Cooperative society. Other income is its income is 8,000. So it is allowable. If there is no income, it is not taxable. No, sorry, it is not allowed. Remember this. 20 rupee collection charges on dividend is allowable because dividend is taxable here. Dividend is taxable. Therefore, it is allowable. And 1,000 for typing the manuscript of the book. Typing the manuscript of book means it is relating to royalty. Fifth point adjustment. It is relating to fifth point. So, 20 collection charge of dividend is allowable. 1,000 typing charges relating to royalty is allowable. So, total deduction is 1,020. If you deduct 1,020, what is the income from other source? You deduct 1,020 rupee.
1,01,180.
1,01,180 is the income from other source. Clear? Any doubt about this? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಬರೀರಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ದಾಗ ಲೆಸ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ section 5700. You take the total, thereafter write less deduction section 57. Under that, first collection charge is 20 rupee. Interest on typing charges 1,000. Total 1,200. Deduct whatever balance comes, that is the income from other source. Income from other source. Then you see this problem number 10. Problem number 10 is related with from the following particulars of income of Mr. Madan, compute his income from other source. Compute his income from other source for the assessment year 2020-21. Okay, first point. His own agriculture land in Bangladesh, from which he earned an income of rupees 19,000. This 19,000 agriculture income is taxable or exempted from tax?
Taxable.
Taxable because it is outside India. Okay. It is outside India, therefore taxable 19,000. Then come to the second point. He owns a plot of land in Dharwad, which is let out for rupees 1,200 per month for trading purpose. Whatever the use of the tenant, that is not considered. Okay. What is the rent received on plot? Plot of land. Plot of land is open ground. Plot of land is a open ground. 1,200 per month rent received. Then what is the annual rent? What is the rent for 1 year?
14,400.
14,400. Come to the third point. He has a building near agriculture land in a village in India. It is used for storing the agriculture equipment for supervision of agriculture work. I told in explaining agriculture income, if the building is situated in the agriculture land, if building is situated in agriculture land for agriculture purpose, that is exempted from tax. That is also called as agriculture income. So this is exempted one. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ 5ನೇ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹೊಲದಾಗ ಮನಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಆ ಹೊಲದಾಗಿನ ಮನಿ ಒಳಗ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಮನಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ 5ನೇ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Building situated in agriculture land for agriculture purpose is also exempted from tax. It is clear. Third point is exempted. Come to the fourth point. He has a quarry in Hospet. He has let it on a royalty of 50 paise per ton of stone raised. His quarry at Hospet, and royalty received is 50 paise per ton of stone raised. Then in a year, 14,600 tons of tons of stone was raised. 14,600 tons of stone raised. Royalty rate is 50 paise per ton. What is the gross royalty?
7,300.
7,300 is the royalty. Then what is the amount spent to earn that royalty? The amount spent to earn the royalties? 450. Okay. So 450 is the allowable expense. Then what is the net income from royalty? Royalty income.
6,800.
Huh?
6,850.
6,000?
850.
6,850. 7,300, 450. 6,850. Okay. Next point. He lives in a rented house, paying a rent of rupees 2,000 per month. He is living in a rented house, pays 2,000 rent. Okay. Wait, one more point is there. Fifth point. He has let out machinery and furniture for rupees 3,000 per month. for 3,000 per month, machinery and furniture let out. What is the gross rent?
36,000.
36,000. And spent 1,000 for repairs and depreciation 6,000. What is the total allowable expense? 1,000 is repair, depreciation is 7,000. Sorry, 6,000. Totally 7,000 allowable. Then net income is
29,000.
29,000. Fifth point. Sixth point is he is living in a rented house, paying a rent of rupees 2,000. Then he sublet 40% of the house at a rent of rupees 1,500. What is the rent received on subletting?
1,500.
1,500 per month. What is the annual rent?
Rupees 18,000.
18,000 is the rent. Then what are the allowable expenses? $2,000 is the rent paid to landlord. Okay. 2,000 into 12, 24,000. 40% of this is allowable because 40% is let out. Okay. What do you answer? Rent paid to landlord portion. Tell me the answer.
9,600.
2,000 into 12, 24,000, 24,000, 40, 9,600. First allowable expense, 9,600. Okay. Then next, he has paid 1,000 municipal tax. What is the municipal tax portion? 40%.
Rupees 400.
400 is municipal tax. Then repairs 500.
Rupees 200.
Hmm?
Rupees 200.
200. What is total allowable expense?
10,200.
10,200 you deduct. 18,000 minus 10,200.
7,800.
7,800 is income from subletting. Okay. Then number 7. 70,000 lottery received. Lottery received is there. Received word is here. So it is net. 70,000 net is there. Then what is the gross?
Rupees 1 lakh.
Rupees 1 lakh. Okay. This is 1 lakh. Then number 8. He borrowed 30,000 on 1/6/2019 from a bank at 18% per annum interest. He invested the money in purchase of debentures of a company. Debentures of a company during the year. He had not received any interest on the debenture. Is it allowable? ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನಿಂದ ಬಡ್ಡಿಲೇ ಸಾಲ ತೆಗೆದ